Hey, it's Ice Age TV, and what are we doing today? Oh, goodness. Look at this Ford Explorer ST 2020. Really cool vehicle. It's hard for me to believe. I haven't driven this thing for the last 6 months. This thing has 14,000 miles on it. So, okay. So you're probably saying, yeah, what's going on now, right? Yeah. Well, I'm sure anybody's watched my videos like, yeah, let me take one big fat guess. You don't even have to give me multiple option guesses. I'll just guess one guess. You're going somewhere in this vehicle to do something with it, right? Yeah. So if you follow my channel, you're like, this guy, I saw that guy's video. He posted at 2 a.m. last night. Yeah, he's going to go buy another freaking car. This guy, oh my God, this guy preaches one thing and does a whole nother thing. Yeah, right. Geez, you should have run for politics. I could have, but I'd rather be able to sleep at night personally. But yeah, I could have been a politician, no doubt in my mind. But I passed on that gig. So yeah, so right now, what's going on? What a dilemma. So here's the thing. Yesterday, if you watched my Do I Buy Another Bullitt video, you'll kind of be a little more abreast of what's going on than others here watching the video. So yeah, yesterday I really thought that my daughter would be super excited about this Bullitt. You know, I was planning on bringing back the Mustang Bullitt, and the guys down at Coon Sterling Ford, you know, they kind of knew I was maybe going to get a Bullitt again. So they kind of created this sooner than later, if you kind of know what I mean by that. But it's all good. And you can always say no. Yeah. And we'd be like, yeah, right. You don't know how to say no very well. Well, I do, more than you realize. Like I tell you, there's a lot of deals I don't even make videos of. I probably should, because then you'd even see, like, this guy's even more crazy than I realized. What did he try to buy? So what's going on right now is my daughter really got excited about that gray colored, the magnetic, you know, Mustang 2017 used. It's got like 45,000 miles on it. And, you know, and I definitely feel like it's been a car that's definitely been, you know, not, I wouldn't say ragged totally, but maybe, right? So she just really loves that car. And for me, I'm just a little bit more on a page. There's my daughter right now texting me. So I'm just a little bit more on a page right now. You know, that vehicle, it's like, it's been modded on the exhaust. And oh my gosh. And the challenge anymore in today's governed bodies is, you know, you get a ticket for doing things to your vehicle. And so the exhaust is definitely not legal. You know, it's badass. It sounds good. I think after a while, for me, I'd get sick of it because it's just too much noise. But the younger generation likes that stuff. I get that. So, you know, for me, my gut instinct is that's a vehicle. If I buy it, I think my daughter's going to get pulled over and get a ticket. And then we're going to be forced to, you know, take the exhaust. And then everything changes. I wish you would watch my video from the April, like, I think 22nd car show, because the theme of that Sunday conversation car meet was exhaust. You know, I truly believe that people are attached to their vehicles and get excited with their vehicles based on how it sounds. And yesterday, if you watch that video, you'll see that, you know, it's very obvious. I'm just going to drive mode in this car. Watch it. Yeah, this thing's really fast. It's super fast. It's a great vehicle. You know, when I get rid of this, if I didn't have so many other SUV vehicles, I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. Is here I've got this nice Explorer ST that I bought over 2 years ago. Wow, I've had it over 2 years. Amazing, right? And it's just a really fun, great vehicle. But I blew the transmission out of it. You know. I mean, I guess I drove it they designed it to be driven, right? I drove this thing. I'm not even disclose what I drove this thing up and down 95. It's a race car. It's a blast. Yeah, so, you know, back to the gray magnetic Mustang, which is the same color as my 2020 GT500. You know, my daughter's really, you know, she would rather have that vehicle. And the thing is, that vehicle is 16 grand less than the Bullitt. So, in all reality, for buying your kid a Mustang, that's really the better way to go, really. But at the same time, I've just got mixed feelings on that vehicle. First of all, the front tires aren't the right tires, so there's conservative $600, $800. God forbid if I ever have to redo the exhaust, I'm sure that's $1,000. I don't know, And then it's the unknowns. It's a car that's definitely been driven hard because people don't put air intakes and mod their exhaust because they putt around town. So that car's been run really hard, but I'm not really fixated on that car. It's not going to be reliable, but at the same time, so there's a lot of variables there. And so now, here's the dilemma. I've got the Bullitt deal already, I already had the Bullitt deal already done. So, the whole financing, trading this ST, that's what this is about, is da-da-da-da. I stutter my way through my videos. The ST, you have to give something up. And I have a few other cars that I'm going to give up, but I'd rather sell those on my own and get decent money. So, it's about really getting rid of cars and getting more cars, which I'm sure some people are like, yeah, but I just continue to buy more cars. Well, yeah, but I've traded other cars out for another vehicle too. So it isn't 100% I'm just buying another car. This is me saying, okay, if I get the Mustang, then I got to get rid of something or two, that's still on the table in all reality. So now, here's the dilemma. Yesterday, my daughter, you saw the video, if you watched it, she was super excited about the Bullitt, even though I have concerns that kind of brings back that crash. And it's just that car just kind of brings back, unfortunately, the crash. I think deep down, she's just like, oh, that's the car I crashed. So, so part of me is like, and that's why I took her down there, because if she's not excited about the Bullitt, then I'm not going to buy it. That's kind of where it's at. So here's the other, option. They do have a white one down there that's pretty nice. And good Lord, I'm getting a ton of messages here from my daughter. So anyways, I better check in and see what she's doing. So let me get back to you here. Yeah, so so now it's I'm kind of on the page right now. Is okay. Is it really worth just getting another Mustang? So yeah, I've just, I'm kind of on the fence. That's where I am right now. I'm really on the fence. So I'm going to go down to Kinstone Ford again, because they've got a nice white 2020 GT, which here's the irony. I just traded out this last summer my 2019 Orange Fury, which I wish I would have had a manual in that vehicle, because I would have probably kept it, but because the kid really likes these manual transmissions, and I like how she gets a chance in her lifetime to enjoy the manual vehicles, because they're disappearing. That's everything's changing. So I'm gonna go back down to Sterling Ford, and I'm gonna drive the white one, kind of see how that is. They actually do have another magnetic down there, or carbon. I don't know if they changed the name from one year to the next. Didn't really think about that, did I? Yikes. But then for me, it's not like I have two of the same color Mustangs. I'm just not excited about that. With my GT500, I'm just not excited about having two of the same color Mustangs. Anyways, so if you're watching my videos, I said to be continued from yesterday at the end of that video. And, and we're going to drive down, and, once again, this Ford ST Explorer, oh my gosh, what a great vehicle. And they're giving me pretty good, they're giving me pretty close to what I paid for it 2 years ago. So can't go wrong on that, if you know what I mean by that. So they're going the extra mile to try to make the deal go down. And if anybody's looking for a really nice Explorer, I mean, in all reality, the transmission, it just was a bad transmission, and they put a brand new one in, and it's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's something you want to keep in mind that, for the most part, any manufacturer has issues. Every manufacturer has issues. It's just the way it is. And do you unfortunately get the one vehicle that has issues? Yeah, that happens. So, so anybody's out in the market for a nice Ford Explorer 2020 ST, you just maybe have be able to have one. And I don't abuse my vehicles. I'm not doing burnouts, and I'm not doing, I take care of my cars. This was more about the transmission just was a bad transmission, and a part in it, fell. I think a part broke inside of it and created the problem, if you kind of know what I mean. So, all right, follow me along. All right, and here we are again. Hey, there goes my Tremor truck. Hey, how about that, huh? There's the Bullitt. There's one. There's the Mustang. So here we go. All the way down here at the end is that white Mustang. I think it looks pretty good, actually. I like that look. I'll take my executive parking spot. So here she is. Why does she look lowered? You know what I mean? She seems like it has a low profile.
Could just wait sitting on the other side.
Did you race it up the road? Hey, so this was definitely a Mustang enthusiast, because look.
Yeah, you put the money to be right there.
So he didn't want to ruin the bumper. So this is a person that appreciated his vehicle.
Yeah, well, that thing's fully loaded. I mean, it's got everything you want.
Really? But I don't think it has Magna Ride.
Not that Magna Ride.
Right, but yesterday, I didn't really get that feeling that the Magna Ride was that much difference. You know what I mean? So, all right, well, I think this first thing I should do is just get her up the road and give her a drive. Okay. All right, so let's get in the car now and do our thing. Look, it's like a brand new car, right? Yeah. It's the Ice Age Special. Guy that buys cars all the time. Yeah, this is definitely like the my type of car that I would have traded in. So let's get in the car here. Hear how she sounds. Has a conventional type of speedo. Doesn't have that race thing. All right. So that's pretty cool. The layout's nice. You know what I mean? Go to the settings. Go to sport. Oh, there you go. Instantly, you get that exhaust. See, it doesn't have the track exhaust, though, because I'm not seeing a little pony thing. So maybe it does. I just don't know the vehicle that well. So this clutch feels maybe a little heavier than the Bullitt. That's hard to believe, if you know what I mean.
I'll see you in a bit.
All right. All right, here we go on another test drive. Like I say, it's interesting settings. So, exhaust mode. Oh, you do have track. Oh, good. So we can go to track. Okay, I get all that. So, get out of that. All right, take that right there. All right, let's see if it has... No, it doesn't have that hill hold thing. Just got to be good at the clutch. You know what I mean? Definitely a little tamer from that one we drove yesterday, right? Yeah, I really think that's going to be a problem. Just where everything is these days, I just think it's going to be a problem. So, all right. I don't think a lot of people realize that drive these clutch cars that when without even putting my foot on the pedal, watch. The speedometer or the tachometer, the RPMs increase. I'm not even touching the gas pedal. See, look. So it's like the engine technology tells the engine, hey, rev up the RPMs to help you take off the line. Like I say, I don't think a lot of people realize that you can literally just not even use the gas pedal and watch. See, the car's taking off. I'm not even using the gas. Now I gotta get going. It'd be interesting to see if this suspension feels good. I've been so fixated on the Magna Ride, but I'm not so sure that really is as much as I think it is. as crucial as I think it is. I just really thought that that was a key factor to the ride of these Mustangs. And I'm kind of finding out that, you know, that's not necessarily the case. Something's going on up here. I'm behind something that's all goofed up. Whoa. There you go. I mean, this type of stuff all happens. You know, that lady's like, hey, not a big deal. That sounds good. Fun car. You know, definitely, these Mustangs are just fun. I just can't emphasize enough. I'm in 4th gear. I mean, listen to that. I mean, I'm sorry. I just love the Mustang interaction. What is it? And I was never even a Mustang guy. There's the rev match, and so it has rev match. And that's really cool. All right, here we go out on the main road here. So it feels really good. Yeah, she just sounds really good. Very nice. Feels really confident. I like the little blind spot mirrors too. I like how they included on that. You know, so the Mustang's just a really great car. I mean, why am I buying another one, right? This thing's fun. Oh yeah, in the manual, yeah, I mean, I've argued over the years about manual versus the 10-speed, and for me, I like the automatic, but at the same time, the manual is a lot of fun. And that's what my daughter likes, is that manual. That's what it's all about, is that manual transmission. Oh yeah, just really nice. So now we'll come down to the rev match. And so now here's where, you know, I'm going to shift down the lower gears, and the car automatically matches the speeds of the car. See that? Isn't that neat? That's really a nice feature. So you don't get that jerking. So you don't have the car jerk you back and forth. All right, this kind of is my popular area for driving cars. That Plaid was insane. You drive those electric cars and it just, you know, it spoils you. Cuba. Very nice. I'm liking it. You know, I know my daughter liked that hood and that gray one. But you can change out the hoods in these. This is a car that if you want to get creative and mod it and everything, it's fine. You know? I mean, the Bullitt, you can mod it, but I think it's just a disservice. Don't buy the Bullitt to change it all out. So here's the brakes. Let's see how we do the brakes. Take your hand off the steering wheel. Hit them hard. See that? Brakes are really good. All right. So what do you think?
I love it.
I think it's really nice.
I really like the energy.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you got the seat set up correctly.
Yeah.
That's your exhaust. So it's pretty cool in this one to do the exhaust. Go to your modes over here, and then go down on your go to your app screens. You see here. Where is it here? Oh, door. Okay. So you go here now. You can get into your app screens. Go to OK. You go to. I think you go to menu. No, that's actually modes. That's interesting. So how do you get there? Okay, there you go. So you see that now? Go to your apps, or you're down to your... All right, so I'm going to get the Bronco. You want to follow me out of here? Yeah. Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Another day at King Sterling Ford where I've given them another deal. And I just counted... Yeah, how many vehicles have I bought since January? Yeah. Yikes. But hey, I get to drive the Bronco home. How about that, huh? Here we go. This thing really has a great sound setup. Oh my gosh. How often I talk about this, right? Yeah, my kid's been driving, so let me get this thing seated down for me because it's a little too, whatever. All right, here, all the money, right? Oh, I was wanting to set up my kid with that remote thing. I could do that. Let me see here. Interesting how from one vehicle to another, how the technology can be just a little different, and it kind of throws you off, you know? Jeepers creepers. We're in the kind of the late afternoon rush here. Kind of try to get the kid up here next to me and see if she can have a little bit of driving time. So that all plays out. Yeah, wow. I mean, it's a project. You know, people, if you really realize it or not, going and buying a car, it's so much work. Yeah, people are like, yeah, I quit buying cars. Yeah, right. But, you know, it's just so much energy. It just takes so much out of you because you have to, you know, you're just have mixed feelings, what you're going to buy, is it the right car, especially when it comes down to the used car market. I think more than ever, I think you're going to start hearing conversations more than ever, people buying cars. You know, everybody's so used to driving to the car dealership and buying a new car that's sitting there in the lot. You know, those days are gone. I mean, they're just gone. So you're having to buy a used vehicle. You know, in the used vehicle market, it's a whole different ball game. You're not going to have, you know, 10 Mustangs used, kind of the same packages that we'd maybe find like in a new car setup. You know, a new Mustangs. The dealer may have ordered 5 of them, just different colors, pretty same packages, you know. And in the used car market, you know, you're talking about going to dealership and trying to figure out what vehicle you want to buy, and then the one you think you want to buy isn't the one you... All right, got my phone back. What a joke here. This manager's phone's a pain in the butt, but anyways, you know, just talking about the used car market. It's going to be more challenging for consumers more than ever just to go out and free-spirited buy a car. I mean, it's going to be a lot more work. So I just can't emphasize enough that, you know, buying a car now in today's market more than ever is so much more challenging. Check out my kid. Right, there she is in the car there. Here, you can't really see her because my mirrors. We'll get her up here. A little drive-by. Oh boy, fight the frickin' you know, phone. It just doesn't end. And tell you, I'm gonna have to upgrade to a frickin' camera phone, which I really don't want to do, but I guess I'm gonna have no choice on, or I should say, a camera. But you know, just gotta summon up the day of buying another car. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I traded a car. So the thing is, I actually cut my debt. I got rid of a different vehicle. I didn't drive much anymore. The Ford ST, it's a really nice vehicle, but I just got a lot of SUVs right now. I've got a Toyota 4Runner SUV, got a Ford Bronco SUV, I've got another Ford Bronco SUV, got the Mach-E's, not SUVs, but they're kind of, you know, capable. Got big ass trucks. I just don't need all these SUVs. So I came to closure. Why not pick up another nice Mustang? Here comes a Bronco guy right here. And, you know, why not pick up a nice Mustang and get the kid back in the Mustang? And, you know, the Gold Rush Challenger I have, and all the Dodge guys that will hate me, but, you know, it's a nice car, but it's just not the same. You know, I'm sorry. It's talking about a serious Mopar guy my whole life, and I think they're badass looking. I mean, the Mopar product's definitely the badass looking vehicle. But the fun factor in them is just isn't the same as the Mustang. So, yeah, whatever. I mean, you know, it's a Mustang and it's a Challenger. You can argue that all day long. But so, anyways, so you know, just kind of sum it up. I spent the last 2 days kind of coming to closure. What made sense for my kid. And what really got me going was Alex down at Coons Joint Ford was really wanting me to get another Bullitt because he thought my daughter really wanted another Bullitt, because I really thought my daughter wanted another Bullitt. But at the end of the day, she really doesn't want another Bullitt. And so at the end of the day, I shouldn't have bought anything, right? Yeah, that would have been the right decision, really. Just don't buy anything. Yeah, I agree. But anyways, the message is the Mustang GT that I picked out, I think it's really cool. Is it lowered? It looks like it's lowered. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have to get underneath the suspension and check it out. Why didn't you do that before you bought it, right? But anyways, hey, it's all good. So we'll do a little Mustang drive with the kid driving and see how she feels with that. So how about that idea? That'll be a different day. But for now, just wrapping up part 2 of do I buy another Bullitt? And to answer the question, as you know, I did not. And I tell you, the times are changing. I can't emphasize enough that, not like I like to really hammer the negativity, but the reality is these car dealerships, I'm not lying to you. Coons Joint Ford sold 400 or 500 cars a month. They now sell 100, 200 cars a month. How do the economics work? I mean, if it's double the profits doesn't last, it's going to be a lot of sad stories. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things going on right now in this country that I think sadly is going to start to play out. So anyways, hope everybody enjoyed just kind of the car purchase, video. And did you learn anything out of it? Maybe. Probably learned this guy's even more crazy than I realized. So, hey, hope everybody has a great, blessed evening, and thanks for watching Ice Age TV. Wow, that car does sit low. How about that, huh? Pretty cool. Okay, so how do you like it?
I love it.
Is it pretty cool?
Yeah.
Can you tell that it's lowered? You can see it coming in the driveway. It's pretty low.
I mean, I love it.
You glad we got this?
Yes, this is my favorite.
So this was the better decision, you think?
Yes.
I do.
This over the others. I didn't know they had this.
I know, there you go. How about that, huh?
I
Plus
like
the
this.
tires are all nice and good shape. I mean, this car's in great shape.
I like it.
What a great vehicle. All right, well, for anybody watching my channel, we've added another car to the fleet of frickin'... Well, I actually didn't. I actually took one away. How about that? Look at the bird poop all over the Challenger. Poor Challenger. They poop on everything. All right, hey. Goodness gracious.